Welcome to our new discussion on an introduction to psychology. Today we will explore three foundational areas: the definition, nature, and scope of psychology. Please stay with us. Presented by Feel for Philosophy.
Have you ever wondered why you can't get a certain song out of your head? Or, why you act one way with your friends and then completely different with your family? Well, those are exactly the kinds of questions that are right at the heart of psychology. So over the next few minutes, we're going to unpack what it is, where it came from, and most importantly, what it can teach you about yourself. Ready? Let's dive in.
Okay, first things first, let's just bust a huge myth right out of the gate. Can psychologists actually read your mind? The short answer is a big, fat no. Seriously, psychology isn't about having some kind of superpower or gazing into a crystal ball. It's a science, and that means it's all about evidence and careful study, not just, guessing.
And this is exactly why that scientific approach is so critical. I mean, think about it. Our everyday common sense is just full of stuff that totally contradicts itself. Like, if a friend moves away, is it out of sight, out of mind? Or does distance make the heart grow fonder? Which one is it? See, psychology uses real methods to figure out which one is true and under what conditions. Common sense just can't give us that answer.
So, if we're pushing past all the myths and the mind-reading stuff, what are we actually left with? Let's get to what psychology really is.
Here it is, the official definition. Now, the word itself comes from the Greek for study of the soul, which is pretty cool, but the modern definition is a lot more specific. Psychology is the science of three key things: mental processes, experiences, and behavior. Let's think of those as the three main pillars of the whole field.
So what do those three pillars, mind, experience, and behavior, actually mean? Let's break them down one by one.
First up, we've got mental processes. The easiest way to think about this is as your own private inner world. It's everything going on inside your head that nobody else can see. Your thoughts, your memories, how you're trying to figure out a puzzle. It's all that internal hidden work your mind is constantly doing.
Okay, pillar number 2, experiences. Now, these are totally subjective. Think about watching a really beautiful sunset. You and your friend can be looking at the exact same sky, the same colors, but the feeling it gives you, that's yours and yours alone. That personal conscious awareness is your subjective experience, and it's a huge piece of what psychologists study. And our third pillar is behavior. This is pretty much everything we do. It covers the overt things people can actually see, like talking or walking, but it also includes the covert stuff, the hidden reactions, like your heart starting to pound before you have to give a speech. Basically, it's any way we respond to the world around us.
So where did this science even come from? I mean, people have been asking these big questions forever, but psychology as an actual formal science is surprisingly young. Let's take a quick look at that journey, from just big ideas to a real laboratory.
This timeline is awesome because it shows you the exact moment things got real. Look at that first date, 1879. That's when Wilhelm Wundt opened the very first psychology lab. He literally took psychology out of the realm of philosophy and put it under a microscope. And then, wow, look how fast things took off after that. In just a few decades, you've got Freud, Gestalt psychology, and behaviorism all bursting onto the scene.
And this early period was this amazing battle of ideas. You had Wundt's structuralism, trying to break down the mind into its most basic parts, kind of like a chemist with molecules. Then the functionalists came along and said, hold on, who cares what it's made of? What does the mind do for us? Then, of course, Freud comes in and shifts everything to the unconscious mind, while the behaviorists, like Watson, swung the pendulum way back, arguing the only thing we should study is what we can actually see and measure, behavior.
So, where has all that debate and discovery led us? Well, today, psychology has branched out into this incredible web of different specialized fields.
I mean, just take a look at the range here. You've got the ones you might expect, like cognitive and social psychology, but then it gets into all these other fascinating areas, like how psychology can help an athlete perform better, that's sports psychology, or how it's used to help solve crimes, that's forensic psychology. The applications are just huge.
Let's make this real. Take social psychology. Ever notice that you're maybe a little louder with your close friends, but quieter in a big meeting at work? Social psychologists are the ones who dig into why the people around us have such a massive influence on how we act. Or how about health psychology? We all know that stress feels awful, right? But a health psychologist is the one who studies how that mental feeling can literally impact your physical body, your heart, your immune system, all of it. They're focused on that super powerful mind-body connection.
And then there's developmental psychology. And this isn't just about kids. This is about the entire human journey. It asks how we learn and grow and change psychologically, from the moment we're born through our teenage years and all the way into old age.
So after all that, why should any of this matter to you? Well, because understanding psychology isn't just for academics. It's like getting the owner's manual for the most complicated and fascinating thing you'll ever own, your own mind.
I really love this quote from Norman Cousins, because it just nails it. Learning about the mind, about your mind, isn't about memorizing definitions from a textbook. It's an exploration. It's a journey. And in a lot of ways, yeah, it's the greatest adventure you can possibly take.
So there you have it. We've gone from myths to science, from its early history to all the different ways it's used today. You now have a basic map of this incredible territory. So the final question isn't for me to answer, it's for you. Now that you know what psychology is, what will you discover about your own mind?
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support encourages me to create more content. Thank you.